Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Stephen Chow, the comic genius who redefined Asian cinema. Stephen Chow stands as one of the most influential and innovative figures in modern Asian cinema. As an actor, director, screenwriter, and producer, he revolutionized the comedic landscape with his distinctive mo lei tao style, an absurd, fast-paced, and unpredictable form of humor that became a cultural phenomenon across Hong Kong and throughout Asia. Over a career spanning more than 3 decades, Chow has continuously reshaped the boundaries of comedy, action, and storytelling, earning global acclaim and an enduring legacy. Early life and path to stardom. Born on June 22, 1962, in Hong Kong, Stephen Chow Sing-Chi grew up in a modest household. Inspired by martial arts legends, particularly Bruce Lee, he developed an early fascination with performance and action cinema. After graduating from an acting training program, he began his career as a children's television host and later moved into supporting roles in TV dramas and comedies. His breakthrough came in the late 1980s when his natural comedic timing and unique improvisational skills captured nationwide attention. By the early 1990s, Chow had become one of Hong Kong's most bankable stars, known for turning every project into box office gold. Master of mo lei tao comedy. Chow's early films firmly established his signature comedic sensibility. Movies such as All for the Winner, Tricky Brains, and Fight Back to School showcased his ability to blend slapstick chaos with clever wordplay and cultural satire. His unpredictable humor, combined with genuine emotional moments, made him a favorite among audiences of all ages. Despite the silliness on the surface, Chow's comedies often held deeper commentary on everyday struggles, social inequality, ambition, and the resilience of ordinary people. Evolution. Into a visionary director. In the 2000s, Stephen Chow transitioned from popular comedian to international filmmaker with a bold artistic vision. Shaolin Soccer, 2001. This film was a landmark moment, blending kung fu action with outrageous comedy and pioneering CGI effects for Hong Kong cinema. Its massive success transformed Chow into a global figure. Kung Fu Hustle, 2004. Often regarded as his masterpiece, Kung Fu Hustle combined martial arts mythology, Looney Tunes-style humor, and stylized visuals. The film earned widespread critical praise, international awards, and cult classic status. Chow starred, directed, and co-wrote the film, cementing his reputation as an auteur. CJ7, 2008. Shifting toward family-friendly storytelling, Chow created a heartfelt sci-fi tale about a father and son alongside a lovable alien creature. The film showcased his ability to balance humor with emotion. Journey to the West, 2013, and The Mermaid, 2016. Chow's later films further proved his commercial power. The Mermaid broke box office records in China and became one of the highest-grossing films in the country's history. His directing style had evolved into a mix of special effects, morality tales, and environmental themes. A cultural icon beyond generations. Stephen Chow's influence reaches far beyond box office numbers. His movies have shaped comedic sensibilities across Asia, inspired countless filmmakers, and produced timeless characters and quotes. Younger audiences continue to discover his work, while longtime fans regard him as a symbol of creativity and resilience. His legacy rests not just on making people laugh, but on telling stories that uplift the underdog, stories where ordinary individuals can become heroes through courage, heart, and imagination. Conclusion. Stephen Chow remains one of cinema's most original comedic voices. Whether through slapstick absurdity, heartfelt storytelling, or visionary filmmaking, he has consistently pushed the boundaries of what comedy and action can be. His journey from humble beginnings to international acclaim reflects his unmatched dedication to craft and innovation. As new generations revisit his classic films and anticipate his future projects, Stephen Chow's legacy as a comic genius and cinematic trailblazer continues to shine brighter than ever. The rise of a comedy phenomenon. Stephen Chow's ascent in Hong Kong's entertainment industry was anything but ordinary. After his modest television beginnings, he entered cinema at a time when Hong Kong films were known for superstars like Chow Yun-fat and Jackie Chan. Stephen Chow carved out his own lane, one that didn't rely on heroic masculinity or martial arts bravado but rather on a disarmingly absurd comedic charm. His 1990 breakout film All for the Winner, a parody of gambling classics, became a cultural touchstone. By 1992, Chow starred in multiple yearly box office hits, demonstrating an unparalleled rhythm of productivity. His movies drew massive crowds and cemented him as the face of Hong Kong comedy throughout the 1990s. Signature style: Mo Lei Tao and social commentary. While Stephen Chow is best known for Mo Lei Tao, nonsensical humor characterized by sudden tonal shifts, absurd skits, and unpredictable punchlines, his films also explore deeper social and emotional layers. Key elements of his humor: exaggerated physical comedy blended with expressive facial reactions, unexpected dialogue that defies logic but enhances comedic timing, parodies of genres such as kung fu, romance, and historical dramas, clever cultural references embedded in Cantonese slang and Hong Kong identity. But beneath the laughs, Chow consistently centers the dignity of the poor and overlooked, often portraying underdog protagonists, critiques of power, corruption, and greed, masked in comedic situations, hope, kindness, and perseverance. Themes that resonate across cultures. This balance of silliness and sincerity makes his films timeless. Transformation into a director with global reach. Stephen Chow's shift from actor to director was not just a career evolution, it was a creative reinvention. Shaolin Soccer. A turning point. With Shaolin Soccer, Chow introduced a fresh visual language, blending martial arts choreography with exaggerated digital effects. He created a sports comedy that felt both nostalgic and futuristic. The film's success across Asia and its international release exposed Chow's work to a broader audience. Kung Fu Hustle. A modern classic, Kung Fu Hustle elevated his ambitions even further, combining classic kung fu aesthetics with groundbreaking CGI and surreal comic violence. It paid homage to old-school martial arts cinema while making the genre more accessible to global audiences. The film's choreography, music, and visual gags became internationally recognized. Later directing choices: CJ7 explored father-son relationships with heartwarming simplicity. Journey to the West. Conquering the Demons offered a darker but still humorous reimagining of Chinese folklore. The Mermaid leveraged environmental themes wrapped in a commercial spectacle that broke box office records. These films proved Chow's versatility, showing that he could direct blockbusters without compromising his signature storytelling. Why Stephen Chow rarely acts today. Chow's reduced presence on screen in recent years has sparked widespread curiosity. However, this shift reflects his evolving creative priorities. As a director and producer, he focuses heavily on developing new cinematic technology, crafting large-scale visual narratives, mentoring young actors, pursuing environmental and moral themes, though fans miss his iconic comedic persona. His behind-the-scenes work reveals a desire to shape the future of film rather than repeat past formulas. Cultural impact and global influence. Stephen Chow's influence extends far beyond the Asian market. Impact on filmmakers. Directors around the world have cited him as an inspiration. His blend of slapstick and emotional storytelling can be seen in modern action comedies, animated films, Hollywood blockbusters that incorporate absurdist humor. Many filmmakers view Kung Fu Hustle as a technical and comedic achievement comparable to works by Charlie Chaplin or the Coen brothers. Enduring popularity, his lines, characters, and scenes have become part of pop culture. Widely shared memes, imitated dialogue, parodies across social media, reinterpretations in TV shows and film. Even younger generations who never saw his 1990s films in theaters continue discovering and celebrating his work. A legacy of creativity, courage, and reinvention. Stephen Chow's legacy is defined not simply by laughter, but by reinvention and artistic bravery. He transformed comedy, redefined Hong Kong cinema, and introduced uniquely Asian humor to the global stage. His commitment to combining innovation with emotional depth has ensured that his work remains relevant, influential, and deeply beloved. Whether he is making audiences laugh with nonsensical dialogue or touching hearts with stories of resilience, Stephen Chow remains a rare figure who bridges cultures, eras, and genres with effortless brilliance. Stephen Chow's creative process. The perfectionist behind the laughter. Although Stephen Chow's films appear effortless and spontaneous, his behind-the-scenes process is famously meticulous. Those who have worked with him describe him as a visionary perfectionist who retakes scenes dozens of times until the emotional tone is precise, tweaks micro-expressions and comedic timing down to milliseconds, carefully adjusts camera movement, props, and visual rhythm, demands authenticity even in exaggerated comedic settings. His attention to detail has shaped him into a director whose movies feel both chaotic and carefully orchestrated, with every joke, gesture, and camera angle contributing to the storytelling. Key collaborators throughout his career. Stephen Chow's career is also defined by his frequent collaborations with actors, writers, and cinematographers who help build the unmistakable Stephen Chow universe. Longtime actors, many performers became household names after appearing in multiple Chow films. Ing Man Tat, Chow's comedic partner in the 90s, their chemistry remains iconic. Karen Mok, known for memorable quirky roles in Chow's offbeat comedic worlds. Cecilia Chung, Vicky Zhao, Eva Huang, played major roles during his transition into fantasy-driven films. These collaborations helped establish recurring humor, familiar dynamics, and a recognizable comedic identity. Behind-the-scenes team. Chow often works with award-winning choreographers from the Hong Kong action scene, highly skilled CGI teams, especially from China's rising VFX industry, writers and editors who understand his style of absurdism mixed with sincerity. This team synergy is a crucial part of his evolution from comedian to international filmmaker. Themes and messages in Stephen Chow's films. While his movies are celebrated for their humor, they also explore profound themes that have contributed to their enduring resonance. 1. The underdog spirit. Most of Chow's protagonists come from poverty, low social status, or personal struggle. He champions everyday individuals who rise above their circumstances, often becoming heroes through determination, heart, and humor. 2. Compassion behind chaos. Amid the absurdity, Chow's films highlight empathy, friendship, humility, sacrifice, family bonds. Even in his loudest comedic moments, he grounds stories in human emotion. 3. Social satire. Chow uses comedy to critique exploitation, greed, corruption, systemic inequality, blind pursuit of fame. He wraps sharp commentary in humor, making his messages both accessible and impactful. 4. Fantastical escapism. From alien companions to mythical demons, Chow's films embrace imagination. He merges fantasy, spiritual folklore, martial arts mythology with surreal cinematic language to create worlds that feel unique and unforgettable. The mystery and privacy of Stephen Chow. Unlike many celebrities, Stephen Chow is famously private. He rarely gives interviews, avoids gossip, and maintains a low public profile. This has led to speculation about his personal life, admiration from fans who value his humility, a sense of mystique that only increases his cultural stature. Chow prefers to let his work speak for him, believing that cinema, not personal exposure, is the true medium for connection. Industry reputation. Respected, feared, and admired, Stephen Chow's demanding work style has made him a legendary figure in the Asian film industry. He is often described as a genius with uncompromising artistic standards, a pioneer who pushes technical boundaries, a director who challenges actors to their limits, a cultural icon whose name guarantees creativity. Though some colleagues have called him intense or difficult, many acknowledge that his strict expectations stem from a relentless pursuit of excellence. The evolution of his role in modern cinema as the Chinese film market expanded dramatically in the 2010s. Chow became one of the region's most commercially successful filmmakers. His ability to merge spectacle, comedy, technology, and heartfelt narrative aligned perfectly with the rising expectations of modern Chinese audiences. He moved from pure comedy to visually ambitious productions, becoming a mentor to younger actors and a creative architect shaping new cinematic frontiers. Why his films remain universally loved. Stephen Chow's movies resonate because they combine humor that crosses cultural barriers, emotion that speaks to universal experience, visual innovation that remains ahead of its time, timeless characters representing hope, resilience, and imagination. His blend of nonsense and meaning, absurdity and sincerity, creates a cinematic language all his own. Conclusion: the legend endures. Stephen Chow is more than a filmmaker or comedian. He is a storyteller who reshaped how audiences laugh, dream, and see the world. His films continue to inspire global generations, proving that humor, heart, and creativity transcend language and borders. Whether he returns to acting or continues crafting ambitious directorial works, Stephen Chow's legacy is firmly cemented as one of the greatest visionaries in modern Asian cinema.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.